Well, hi, and welcome to Critical Nerd's new Humblewood adventure. In this podcast, we journey through an enchanting forests and treetop villages of the Humblewood, where magic and mystery weave through every branch. Join us as we follow a group of brave heroes, birdfolk and humblefolk, who must band together to protect their home from the raising flames of an ancient threat. So sit back, relax, grab your dice, ready your spells, and let's soar into the skies of Humblewood. Well, right. So in the faraway world of Everden, on the eastern coast of a great continent, lies a vast forest nestled between the mountains of the sea. This is the Humblewood, an ancient and magical place that hums an endless song, sung to the great rhythm of life and death. The wood, as it is known to its inhabitants, is not like any other forest. The trees are old and powerful, with rare specimens that reach as tall as small mountains. Here, familiar beasts grow to unusual sizes, bearing markings and patterns unique to the wood. This region is also home to two groups of animal-like humanoid races, the birdfolk and the humblefolk. Together they share the wood and its bountiful resources. In the early years, the birdfolk and the humblefolk lived close to each other in small villages around the forest. These isolated communities were vulnerable to an organization of brigands and marauders who called themselves the Bandit Coalition. To protect themselves from the coalition, the birdfolk built fortified cities in the forest's canopy. Joining forces with the humblefolk, the birdfolk army, known as the Perch Guard, drove back the bandits, bringing peace and security to the region. Over time, birdfolk culture spread, and the capital city of Alderheart became the most politically influential place in the wood. But the wood has also known sorrow. Not long after the founding of Alderheart, a massive forest fire known as the Great Calamity burned a portion of the wood. The origins of the fire are unknown, but it left the area permanently damaged. To this day, it is called the Scorched Grove, an arid field of ash that has since become home to many strange flame-infused creatures. I'll show you the map. The Tenders, an organization of druids and mystics, dedicate themselves to healing the Scorched Grove with natural magics. Set up in conclaves around the wood, they provide aid whenever forest fires strike. Yet, since the grove's burning, the wood has known relatively few fires. Nature's balance, though, can be disrupted by a single spark. Recently, fires have begun to rage through the wood with a strength and fury not seen ages past. Forest dwellers are again being displaced from their homes, seeking refuge in Alderheart, and perch dwellers are doing what they can to keep themselves safe up in their canopy sanctuaries. Relations between the humblefolk and birdfolk are tense. Moreover, a newly invigorated bandit coalition swells in numbers. Its sights are set upon Alderheart, where those displaced by the flames seek a means of survival. Now, we start our adventure in Meadowfen, where I have your party token. It's a peaceful little village located between the mock fields to the south and a glade of spruce copses to the north. It is a humble village with a small number of residents. Most are farmers who work either the ash-enriched pastures to the north or the marshlands to the south, which are ripe with sour berries and waterborne plants. Meadowfen has been quiet for as long as anyone can remember, and life here goes by pretty slowly. Recently, Meadowfen has fallen on hard times. Seasonal rainfalls haven't arrived, leaving the fields barren. To make matters worse, trade wagons sent to provide relief have gone missing, fueling rumors of bandits prowling the roadways. Fire-based creatures are venturing closer to the village ever than before. A week ago, an ominous plume of black smoke to the north blocked your sun. A few brave villagers ventured out to investigate, but they have not returned. The source of the smoke remains unknown. But we put that aside for a while so we can get to know our players. So, can I have everyone roll me initiative, please?
10.
10.
Also 10. We're level 1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so you're not going to believe this. 10.
Okay. That's okay.
I rolled a 7. I was like, oh, hot damn, I love 7. And then I was like, +3 to initiative. I'm like, well, all right. 2.
I also was 7 plus 3.
Your first in that one to start. Beautiful. That's
You forgot the
Saturday.
zero.
Only up
Pretzels.
here.
Pretzels, you forgot the 0 behind that 1.
That's just like Saturday, don't worry.
0, 2 is the same as 2, though.
So we got 3 10s. And I'm going to assume who's got the better decks.
Mine's a 14.
I'm 16.
I'm 16.
Okay, so we
Reroll?
Yeah, you two just roll off for me.
Ooh, that's a 16 on the die.
You win. I got a 9.
Okay.
Woo! Crap, I have to go first. Boo!
It took me a second to figure out if it was a 6 or a 9, and then I realized it didn't matter.
All
It
right.
doesn't put it together.
All right. So Frost, introduce yourself and your character, please.
My name is Reynard Red. I am a Vulpin, also known as a Fox type character. A young 20-something. Been kind of orphaned since the Great Fire. Haven't really found my family. I'm not sure if they survived. I've been fending for myself ever since. That's good enough.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Next, Mario. Nope. Sorry, Fox. Fox goes next.
Oh. This is not how initiative works.
So I'm playing Brucie, Cedarhop. I'm a little Jerbeen, who's just been living his best life with his family, but he's kind of gone against the norm. While they all hide and run, he's trying to be big and tough and seem like a bigger deal than he actually is.
Loving this Georgia Peach accent you're putting on.
Yeah, that's Brucie for you. I feel like for Brucie, it's like he's made an accent. Like he doesn't really speak like that, but he feels like it adds some bravado.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Now, Mario.
Hi, I'm Mario, and I'm playing Bronobi. He is a Grove Cervan fighter, and that is the type of person that is a deer. So big horns, antlers on his head.
How many horns? Or like how many antlers?
I think it's 3 on each side.
3 on each side, so you're 6-point buck.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's obviously a Canadian term I've never heard before.
Just be careful if y'all's in here a cocking of a gun.
Yeah. It's once you get into the 10 to 12, then you're worth it. We're shooting.
He's only young. I'm sure he'll get more later.
Yeah. Okay.
Does this world have firearms? Does he need to watch out?
Not yet. All right.
I'm the only shooter you need to be afraid of. Mm-hmm. I should have done that in the accent. Damn it.
All right. Lincoln.
All right, so I am Lincoln, and I am playing Hester Jakerock. I haven't actually fully decided on a voice for this guy yet, but he's going to be very eccentric, so I'll probably just talk really fast and just have kind of a higher voice. And they're in their, their early 30s, and they've always wanted to be a fighter, and so they always tried to fight, but they kept failing at it. And they took too many hits to the head. And now they have balance issues, and they can't be up high anymore. So they spend all of their time on the ground because they are a Marin Raptor, so they are no longer up in the canopy.
Perfect.
Sorry, and then I also forgot that they're actually an Artificer level 1 is where I'm starting at.
Oh yeah.
Which is why they
Can't
were
be
a
a
failed fighter, because they're not a fighter.
Really can't be a Brandon game unless someone's an Artificer.
Hey, I don't have one in my Thursday or my Saturday game. You should be proud.
I know, that's bizarre.
I have lots of
That's
NPCs that are, but none of my players. All right, and finally pretzels.
Oh, hi, me.
Hmm.
What am I playing? I'm playing Irma Lilyburn. I'm a Hedge community cleric. I look like an armadillo. You probably know my father. He was an adventurer like I suppose I'm going to be. I don't know much else.
That's really all you're.
What's your father's name?
Arthur. Arthur Lilyburn. Let's go with that.
Perfect.
That's the first name that came into my head.
You missed the opportunity to ask who's your daddy.
Yeah, you did.
You could have.
I'm going with critical roles. Like, what's your mother's name? What's your father's name?
Who's your daddy and what
Daddy.
does he do?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I will move you guys over to the map of Meadowfen. Yeah, feel free to move your tokens wherever you want them to be. It's not a big village. And going with our initiative order, Frost, what is your character likely doing right now? Where would you be? What you doing?
Since I'm a rogue, I pretty much just looking around, seeing if there's anything good, something maybe I can easily pickpocket. Or spare somebody's coin purse, piece of fruit, just walking around, minding my own business, but still keeping an eye out for something shiny.
Shiny. Give me an investigation roll, please. There's a variety of things that are quite shiny. It all depends on what you're looking for. If you're hungry, the Meadowfen Mercantile pretty much has anything quick and easy. They do have a few little shops here too, depending on where you think you would be located. But there are quite a few people in and around here. This town only holds, there's maybe a couple hundred residents here total.
Just to check, so the residents are a mix of bird and ground folk?
Mostly ground folk, mostly the humble folk. There's not, most of the bird folk you're going to find are guards. There are a few that have shops here. All depends on how long you've been here and...
Oh, Brandon, you're muted.
No, I'm not muted.
I was wondering why I wasn't getting an answer.
Ooh. Okay, sorry. I don't know how that muted me, but okay. Depending on... You're going to have to repeat then.
Are the residents a mix of ground and air
For the
folk?
most part, it's mostly humble folk. There are a few bird folk here. You would know... How long has your character been here for?
So my character hasn't. My character pretty much exclusively stays out in the woods.
Okay.
Because he's a hunter and he doesn't trust any bird folk.
You'd see a few bird folk here, not a lot, mostly humble.
Okay, he's one. I'll say, yeah. Okay, anyway, it's not my turn. I just wanted to ask that question.
Okay. And for Frost, there's quite a bit of here. So where would you be, do you think, looking for? Anything specific?
Probably just grabbing like an apple off the fruit cart with no one still watching.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand, please, then. Easily done with the 22.
Otherwise, I'm just strolling around and I'm gonna munch on the apple.
Okay. You would know throughout the market. It's not a big market. The Meadowfen Mercantile. It looks like the one who's in charge is about a 3-foot tall Jerbeen female. She seems to be the one seeing what people need, looking for stuff, making sure no one's stealing her stuff.
And if anything else, I'm kind of like listening in on maybe some opportunities of making some extra coin for doing some things, depending on what it is.
Okay, perfect. Fox, where are you in Meadowfen? What you doing? How long you been here?
Fox is Brucie is hanging out by the Silver Acorn. He doesn't know what it is, but he liked the name, and he was like, maybe they give out free nuts. So he's seeing what that's all about.
Okay, give me an investigation roll, please.
He's probably pretty new to town.
Okay. Oh, nat 20 for a 19. Looking around the Silver Acorn, you see, oddly enough, another Jerbeen female walking around on the inside of the shop. The Silver Acorn looks to be a jeweler and trinket shop from the outside. Lots of shinies.
Oh, he'll wander into the store. He likes shiny things as well.
As soon as you open the door, the ding, ding, ding. Hi, can I help you?
Ah, hello there, little lady. And he'll like flex like Gaston would. He'll be like, see some shiny things in here.
She's quite young, by the way.
Well, that got weird.
It really did.
Yep. Sure did. Oh, hi. I'm Fira. Fira Mossbloom. Anything specific you're looking for?
Well, there was, but I don't think I can find that here now, so...
Oh. Well, feel free to look around.
Thanks. And he'll look to see if he can find, like, a choker that he could wear on his bicep.
Oh, a choker. Okay. Any particular color?
I don't know, just silver.
Okay, roll me a percentile, please. An 81. 81's enough to find yourself something that you think will work pretty good. Show off the bicep probably a little bit better.
Because that's important.
It is important.
Yep. How much for this one?
Oh, well, we've had that one for a while. Dad made that a while ago. I think he's got that set at about 10 silver.
Forgive me, I don't know about exchange rates. That's 1 gold?
Yes. Most people don't
Sure.
really have a lot of gold, though, so most people carry silver. I'll take the gold, though.
I happen to have a gold on me.
Well, then we got a deal.
Perfect. Hand it over.
Perfect. Well, we thank you for your patronage. We don't get
Of
that
course.
much around here lately.
Gotta help out fellow Jerbeens.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us. Well, anything else you'd like to do? Anything specifically you're looking for, thinking of, or just the wander?
Just the wander.
Okay.
Just checking out the town. I feel like he has like a little map with just the names, and he was just like, "Ooh, the Silver Acorn. That's the place for me."
Perfect. All right. Mario, what's your character doing? Where are they, you think?
Okay. Bronobi has gotten to the edge. Just to remind me, we did establish, I think, in session 0 that there are animals, creatures, and things like that.
For the most part, yeah. Like, it's pretty much almost like the same races that you guys are, just not humanoid.
Yeah, so
you're not going to find cows, you're not going to find horses, anything like that here. But you're going to have, like, chickens, roosters, just the general, regular, like, farm animals, pretty much. Anyone you notice, like, who has a cart, they're the horse that pulls the cart.
So it would be normal to hunt in theory, rabbits and mice and stuff, or would that offend a rabbit person?
Nope. That's semi-normal. More for the bird folk than the humble folk. Most here is going to be the hunting. You're going to be is like insects, roots, stuff like that.
Okay, well,
I might be offended if you hunt mice.
well,
But there is
Bronobi,
lots of things eat meat here. Yes.
okay, he has a brace of rabbits attached to his belt, and he has stalked into town trying to chase after this rabbit that got away from him, that he only got a glancing blow on with an arrow, and he is trying to avoid seeing people because he's not used to hanging around with people. So
Okay.
he's just going, darting between tree and tree and behind houses and stuff. If he sees people, he mostly is trying to avoid them, and he's just trying to chase after this rabbit. But for the purposes of potentially meeting people, obviously he's going to have to run across someone by accident. So if you want to sort of tell me who he ends up, face to face with or whatever, that you can put him there, that's fine.
Okay. Are you more interested in the rabbit or getting not being seen?
Oh, I think it's really 50-50. He really doesn't want to be seen, but he's also pretty single-mindedly focused because, how dare this thing get away from him?
Okay, then just give me a stealth roll then instead of survival.
Oh, far out. Okay. Can we just pretend I didn't roll in that 20 because it doesn't actually suit the narrative? And that would be 25?
25. Okay. Well, the 25, the stealth roll for me was to catch the rabbit.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're stealthy enough to finally catch your prey. But if you're coming into town, I'm going to say that you're probably going to get close enough to the Moonlit Meadow Tavern to have a few people look at you with a rabbit in your hand.
Okay, I'll say he's come around and he's pounced. He's at the back of the tavern and he sees this rabbit and he's managed to, flick a dagger at it and he quickly pounces on it as it tries to hop away. And he looks up and this person is right in front of him. Who's that?
That'd be Pretzels.
Okay.
Me?
I look up and Pretzel's in right in front of me and I'm like, hello.
Hello there.
Um,
You lose something?
no, I catch something.
All right then. I was just digging for grubs. I'll hold up a basket full of grubs.
Okay, I cannot sell grubs, so thank you.
All right.
They-
Well, the market's right that way. If you're looking to sell something,
have customer already, but okay.
all right then.
All right, and would it make for this game? Can Bronobi dart off back into the woods because he's got someone who wanted to buy 3 rabbits off him? Is the thing.
I'm okay with that. There's not a lot of you're going to be like a 15-minute walk to get there to a good
fine.
area of wood.
That's fine. He had someone waiting on the edge of the woods just who wanted to get these rabbits off him.
All right. Give me a investigation roll when you get there, then, please.
Now watch me not get a nat 20. Okay, I rolled a dirty 1.
A dirty 1. This place looks familiar. I think I was here. I haven't been here before. They should be right here. But they're not. Maybe it was over there.
Adama! Adama, where are you?
No response.
I need this money. Maybe someone in town will buy, and he'll wander back to town if he can find his way back.
Give me a survival roll.
Oh my god. I like the number 2, but I just seem to forget to put the 0 after it. So that's a total of 7.
Oh. I think I ran that way. You start walking that way.
Oh God.
Okay.
He's somewhere else. Okay.
He's somewhere else. Perfect. All right. Lincoln, what is good old Hester up to? What's he doing? How long's he been here?
That's a good question. So Hester has been around this area for probably, I would say probably a year, but
Okay.
they don't live in the town. They live outside of the town, out in the woods, kind of by themselves. But pretty much every day, Hester comes into town and just continuously just like walks around looking at things and just
Okay.
talking to themselves, just very quickly, just being like, oh yeah, and then I think I'll just go over here, and then I could build this, and then that'll make this sound, and that'll be great.
Okay.
And just kind of keeping to themselves and like kind of just getting distracted by just like everything that's just there and stops. And when they go to the Silver Acorn, they're looking through the windows at just like all the shiny stuff that's in there, and just kind of going everywhere and just walking around.
Any one specific that you've made friends with, you think, or stayed at? Or is it just more of a social, you come in, you look, and then you go home?
Yeah, it's more just kind of keeps to themselves. They kind of know people, and people obviously know Hester because they're always just like they're walking around and everything, but they haven't hung out, had dinner, and everything like that with people.
Okay. All right. Anything specific on this tour through here today that you're looking for?
Not specifically. It's just whatever kind of piques their interest as they're going. Whatever kind of random thought pops into their head.
Okay.
Nothing very specific.
All right. Just give me a general investigation roll then.
Oh, wow, that's okay. So 19 plus 5, so 24.
You're noticing a bunch, like a couple new people that just seem to have wandered in. That they're pretty much just looking around, but you've never seen them before.
A
couple of them are armed.
All these people, they just keep coming in. I don't know why they're here. Should probably figure it out.
One's digging for grubs.
One's digging for grubs.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see what they're up to. Grubs sound good to me.
Well, speaking of grubs, pretzels. After your lovely little run-in with a weird character, what's Irma doing? How long you been here? What you looking for other than grubs?
Irma's been here like a little over a year. They're like staying with one of their like dad's adventuring party members, like sort of like a godfather figure. They've been like learning how to be a cleric from them. They're like a grouse looking person, and they're digging for grubs for dinner, just getting the dinner ready.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, eventually you see this bird folk kind of just staring at you.
Oh, hello there. What? You need something?
I don't know. Just see what you're doing. Just seeing what you're doing. Looks like just what you're doing. Why are you here?
Well, I'm just getting dinner ready. Digging up some grubs.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Are they good?
Here, you want to try one? And I'll hold up a grub.
Oh, sure. It's good. It's a little weird. Kind of slimy.
They're even better when you add some butter with them. But
okay.
I gave Irma a house right over here.
Okay.
If you're living here, you need a house.
Yeah.
Why's Irma got to live on the outskirts of town, huh?
There's more map over here. You just can't see it. You don't know there's no more map over here. She could be the center of town. All right. Well, since you guys are all in town, looking around, and we only have one person who decided to not stay in town, Bronobi, I need a... What's your passive perception? Does Mario know his passive perception? You're muted.
Sorry, 15.
15. You eventually find the main road. And off in the distance, you do finally see, oh, that's where I was supposed to be. You start moving towards Meadowfen, and behind you, you hear the sounds of someone crying and whimpering.
He continues along the main road towards the town.
Ignores the sounds behind him.
Doesn't care.
Excellent. All right. Well,
But just in case of danger, he pulls his bow and arrow out and has them sort of ready to go. To if he hears something coming up behind him, he would pretty much be ready to turn and shoot.
okay. Are you moving slowly or going just normal speed?
A nonchalant pace.
Nonchalant pace. Okay. It's pretty much normal speed.
Yeah, that would be that. I said it the hard way.
Yeah, you did. All right. You kind of hear someone yelling for help as you slowly get further away from them. Female voice.
I'm going to roll for him because he just assumes it's like some sort of a trap or an ambush,
Okay.
and so he doesn't want to go there. But I'm going to say if I roll an 11 or higher, he'll go help. 1 to 10, he ignores it.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. He keeps walking.
He keeps walking. Perfect. All right. Well, along your journey, you do eventually... Like, you're probably, like, maybe 15 minutes away from the village. You can see it off in the distance. It's pretty flat here. You do, as you're walking, still hear the sounds behind you. It gets a little bit more in the background as you get further and further and further. Eventually, when you get to town, what are you going to do in town?
He's just going to head to the markets because he doesn't want these rabbits to go bad, and he wants to try and sell them for whatever he can make because he has no money at the moment.
Okay. Eventually, as soon as you hit the merchant area here, you do see a 3 foot tall Jerbeen walking around. She does look at you and go, "Can I help you? What you need? I got most things here."
I need the markets. I have these to sell.
You're wanting to sell rabbits?
Yes.
Well,
I don't eat them myself, you see.
Oh, you're a hunter. We need them. Need more like you. Well, I don't need them, but if you hit up the tavern, I'm sure they'd probably turn them into something for dinner.
Okay, which way is that?
If you turn around and the big building right there. The one that says tavern.
Okay, that building
It's
there.
the Moonlit
Thank you.
Meadow Tavern.
He's looking a bit blank, but trying to hide it.
It's run by one of your folk.
Okay.
His name's Hawkeye.
I head to that building.
Okay.
And he walks off towards that building.
Okay. I need Irma, Hester, pretty much everyone. Brucie, where are you currently?
Let's head over. He'd probably be headed to the tavern.
In and around. Okay. I need all of you to give me perception rolls, please.
Doing well today.
Brucey's just looking at his bicep.
Okay.
Natural 1 for me.
Oof.
Plus
That's
5.
a 10.
But
All right.
What did you?
Irma. The one digging for grubs. Eventually, when you guys are around there, there's a few people around you. You randomly see and hear someone slowly work their way towards one of the main side gates here. And you see someone a little, where is it? You see a little commotion in the village square. A wounded Strigg woman starts limping towards this area right here. And she makes it to about here. And then she collapses. I'm going to show you guys a picture. It's going to be in roll 20.
Oh, that is absolutely adorable.
And you see her just fall on her face.
That's not adorable.
Ma'am, are you alright?
She's quite bloodied. Her tawny feathers are singed with soot and ash.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh, let me...
What happened?
I don't think I actually made a token for her, but we'll assume she's there. She's
You
almost
said
passed out.
right there.
Yeah,
right.
she crawled her way from there all the way in just a little past the tavern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She just kept asking for the elder. The elder. I need to see the elder. And then she passed out. Can I have medicine rolls? Whoever, if anyone is proficient, please.
Who am I?
I am.
I know you are.
I'm not.
If it'll let you roll. Medicine.
17.
17. 17's enough to see. She's got a dagger in her heel and a couple arrows in her back. Doesn't look like they've pierced a lot. She's quite bloodied. A lot of singed feathers. But she's breathing. She's just probably a little out of it.
I mean, I'll try to help.
Okay.
I don't know.
Give me the 17 medicine's enough to know that she's not really in danger, but she's going to need a lot of bit of healing. And you also would know that you've been here for a while and you live here. She'd be talking about Elder Ardwin, who lives over in this area, where it looks like she was trying to get to. But it looks like she's going to need help or something.
I'll give her a cure wounds just to help stabilize whatever's happening.
Okay. Are you going to leave the arrows and dagger in her or pull them out?
I'll pull them out, and then I'll close the wounds before it makes it worse.
Okay, perfect. Roll me clear wounds, please. And anyone else that's in and around the area, it's starting to draw a crowd. There's probably like a good dozen people slowly coming around, waving their hands up, asking for help. 6? Perfect.
6.
6 is enough. She's only got 10. Takes a good minute, but she finally does like stir and look around and go, "Oh, thank you."
Are you alright?
No, no. I need the elder.
Oh,
How long was I out?
About a minute.
Oh, good. She's gonna try and get up.
This house is right across the square there.
Could you help me? I think my ankle's twisted still.
I can help you. I'll help you over there.
Perfect. While she's doing that, what's the rest of you doing? We'll start with Frost.
Hearing the commotion, just looking at the crowd kind of forming. I'm just kind of keeping my distance and just wondering what's going on.
Fox, what you doing?
He's probably just standing there watching, observing.
Okay.
I don't think he's not, it doesn't look like there's anything to beat right now, so he's like, I'm not needed.
Okay. Mario?
I was headed towards that tavern.
Perfect. I assumed as much. And Lincoln.
Because she pointed towards the tavern, so it was,
Sure did.
I could tell which one.
Yeah, you would have came across this commotion in the process.
Hester is Hester's, just kind of circling, mumbling to themselves, and then decides that they also want to help after seeing the cure wounds. So they pull out like a small little thing that they've been working on, and using a magical tinkering, they have it just say, "How's it going? How's it going?" just over and over again, and just like kind of being like trying to help because they don't know exactly what they should be doing here, but they can see that they're supposed to be helping.
You're going to get a few incoherent words. The majority of what you're going to get out of her is fire bandits. Lots of fire, lots of bandits.
No,
Need help?
fire.
Need the elder. Okay, and you're going to start heading towards the elder. While that's happening, Mario. Bronobi heads into the tavern, completely oblivious to everything behind him.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you walk through the tavern, you're greeted by maybe a good half dozen other people in here. For the majority, right now, it's going to be pretty much Cervan, just like you. And one big, burly one. He's got like one horn missing, one whole like antlers missing at the bar, and he's in the middle of just sitting there playing a deck of cards with somebody else. As soon as you walk through, he just looks up and goes, "You're new. What do you need?"
I have these. Need to sell.
Don't get much need for meat, but I can do something with them. Do you got a price in mind?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea. I just
Nope.
started him with no gold. I started him with no gold, so I'm just happy for you to work that out, Brendan.
Okay, you started with no money. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a choice.
I'm okay with that. Are you here for the night?
No,
Oh,
like I like out in the wild.
well, I can give you a silver apiece.
Can we make it 4 silver for the 3 of them?
I thought there was 2 of them.
No, I already
three?
had 2, then I caught one.
Understood. Give me a
Thought you might let me get away with not rolling.
No, God, no. Give me persuasion, please.
Oh my god, I'm due a decent roll, but it's not coming. That's a dirty one.
Dirty one.
Oh man.
2 silver. It's the going rate.
You
They're
said
pretty
one
scrawny.
You said 1 apiece. I have 3.
3 silver.
Okay.
Or 2 silver and I'll make you a meal.
Okay, deal.
Okay. Take 2 silver and he will start cooking you something. He's going to throw you a little menu on it in front of you. Pretty much handwritten. Pies, stew, bread, salads, cakes, mushroom skewers.
He's not gonna look in any way at the menu. He's just gonna grab it but not look at it and just say, have some bread with something on it, please.
He's just going to give you a thumbs up. And start bringing you stuff. While that's happening, You guys outside eventually make your way to the elder's house. You see her. I will bring up a picture of her for you. A couple of you guys that know her here. Her name is Ardwin. She is the elder of Meadowfen. She is a Gallus. Fairly old lady. She's been the elder here for a good 30 years already. She's just sitting in her front porch in a little rocking chair, reading a book. Do you guys need help? Are you okay?
She was asking for you. And like collapsed out by the west gate up there.
Oh. Okay. Well, bring her in. That's fine. Normally I don't like having people in here, but she looks kind of okay. Oh, that's Kara. I know Kara. Kara, what happened? Kara's just going to look around and go, not here, dear. I got some news, and most of it's not great. The elder's just going to see you two helping her in for Hester and Irma and just say, come on in. That's fine, dears. Oh, Kara. What did you do? I told you not to go investigate. That was for the perch guard to do. She's just going to look around. You can tell that she's a little agitated that she has to do something. She's a little too old for this.
She's Danny Glover.
And you guys go inside. Alright, so you guys are inside currently. We have one in the tavern. What is Reynard doing as he sees these people being helped by, you're guessing, the elder? You would have been close enough to hear that.
As I see the one person that collapsed being carried off towards the elder's house, gonna head to the tavern because I could use a drink.
Perfect. You head inside the tavern. You see it's mostly all servants in here. And one you've seen wandering around, kind of little skittish, I'm going to say. What weapons and armor do you have on Mario?
Armor, I think. Breastplate, that's right. And his bow and arrow.
Okay.
But they're not currently, knocked. He's just got the bow slung on his back.
You'd see someone that you would know as like a hunter of sorts.
Would I know his name? Or their name?
You're new here, so probably not.
Okay.
As soon as you come through, Reynard, the guy at the bar kind of looks at you and goes, what can I do for you, my furry friend?
Drink and something to eat.
Okay. They're going to be, depending on what you want, food's pretty good here. It's only about 5 copper. Alcohol itself's about 7 copper. Unless you want just water.
Pint of ale and I'll look at the menu. Stew.
Acorn stew it is. And some thistle ale. Beautiful. So he sets about making you something too. Any thing particular you're looking for in here? He's asking both of you guys. You two are fairly new here.
I just finished my food, and I will leave.
Not a talker. Understood. How about you?
Work and a place to settle down.
Work and a place to settle down. Well, this place has lots of work. It all depends on what your skill set is. Settling down wise, I'm sure there's a couple people here with a few extra beds. That's pretty common around here. A lot of people had getting a little skittish of the activity around here lately, and most head to towards the forest. So yeah, if you need anywhere to stay, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to find something. Or you can rent from me too. I got about 6 spare beds right now. They're running about 4 copper a night.
Probably rent out a room from you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just gonna put a key with your food. Room 6. 2nd floor.
Obliged.
All right. Brucie, what you doing? If we have a Brucie. Maybe? If
Is Fox muted? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, my husband's packing because we're moving, and I'm playing D&D. So,
Understood.
what was the question?
What's Brucie doing other than staring at his biceps?
I feel like he's probably checking out these stalls.
The merchant? Okay.
Yeah.
Anything specific?
No.
Just in
He's
general?
just kind of checking it out. It's been a while since he's been like in the town, probably.
Okay. Well, the mercantile, it's pretty much like a general store offering like various supplies, tools, basically your everyday essentials, and a little bit of like fresh fruit, fresh insects, stuff like that.
Any
Lot of
nuts here?
A lot of nuts.
Oh yeah, gotta buy the nuts.
Gotta buy the nuts. And yep, there's a little Jerbeen just running around, going from stall to stall to stall, just making sure everything's all neat and tidy. She just sees you and goes, "Oh, you're a big one." I'm assuming you know how to use the poker behind you.
Oh yeah, real good, real good. I mean, you wanna see?
No. Give me an insight check.
Come on, insight. A 9.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, I do. I know how to use it.
Oh, okay. Don't get many of yours around here. If you're looking for work, you can hit up the little guard area that we have here, or the elder might have some work for you. She kind of knows all the comings and goings around here.
Ah, which one's closer?
They're about the same.
Okay, I get lost easily. Just point me in a direction.
The elder's house is that way.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Also, I don't know if I tell you this, but maybe the Silver Acorn should rebrand. It was very, it was not acorns. It was more trinkets than acorn.
Oh, yeah. She specializes in making like small little jewelry in the shape of acorns, and it's made out of silver.
Yeah, well, I was expecting very fancy acorns.
Oh,
and it was
no,
not
I
the
have
acorns I was. How much for your fancy acorns?
How many do you want?
That sounds like a personal question.
I sell them by the dozen.
By the dozen. How much for a dozen?
Copper.
Oh, that's a deal.
Yeah.
Does that count as like a ration?
We'll say it's a ration. Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm assuming that's going to be like one meal for you. Yeah.
Probably 6 nuts in each cheek.
Yeah.
That's totally a sex tape for sure.
All right.
You got any tea bags to go with these nuts?
I just have loose leaf tea. I can put it in a bag.
That'd be great.
Okay.
How much for that?
Well, tea's a little takes a little while to get and dry it. I think I'm well, she's just gonna run around the back and go like a handful is I think I'm Just going to look at a piece of paper. About 7 copper for all this. That should last you at least a week.
Oh, okay. I hand her a gold to wait for my change.
Okay. She definitely gives you a gold. Right. She like pretty much finishes putting your stuff in like a little piece of canvas, hands it over, and then looks around, crawls underneath something, you hear a bunch of jingling, she comes back with a little bit of change.
Cool. What did that come out to?
I believe it was pretty much a silver. So she gave you 9 silver back.
Awesome. My way of being like, I don't want to do math.
Yeah, I know. I forgot what I said for the first one, so we're going to go with the silver.
Perfect. Thank you so much, little lady.
Welcome. If you come back...
So, what's
know.
your name?
Leora Willowglade.
Are you older than the acorn girl?
Oh, her. Fira, yeah. I think I'm about 6 years older. So she'd be about 20. The other girl would be about 14.
Ah. And he's gonna like flex again. Be like, what brings you around here?
She's just gonna point behind her at everything. I live here and work here.
A working lady.
This is my family stuff. Yep. They're out gathering stuff. I work the stalls.
Any special Jerbeens in your life?
She's gonna start listing you her entire family line.
No.
Brothers,
I meant
sisters, aunts, uncles.
I meant like a companion Jerbeen.
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, you know I'm in town now, and he's gonna like wink at her.
Right. Well, I'll keep you in mind. You can insight check that if you like.
I feel like he's just gonna take her at her word. Like, who would turn him down? Of course she's gonna keep him in mind.
Okay.
And he'll be like, you do that, sweet cheeks. And then he'll head over towards the elder's house.
Perfect. All right.
I don't know why I get Johnny Bravo vibes from him.
All right.
Lisa's better than Gaston.
True, Gaston would be like, no, you're going to be mine. I'm killing your father.
All right. Back inside the elder's house. As soon as you guys get in there, you're gonna see it. This is like an old, think 1960s housewife. It's kind of the vibe in here. A lot of little knickknacks, a lot of weird stuff on the walls. Like it's an old elder. Like she'd have all her herbs and stuff is growing on the wall itself in here. It's like a little miniature forest. And part of the house, she's pretty much, the house that they're in has been built part of the tree that's kind of growing through the center. She's just going to put Car down and go. Now, can you guys go make some tea while I have a little talk?
I'll go make some tea.
She'll just point and it's like the stove's already on.
All right.
Okay, now Kara, what's going on? You're gonna see in here. Kara's just gonna look around, put herself in a nice little chair, and just kind of go. Well, a few of us went out to see what was going on to the north about a week ago, and we wanted to help. The Perch Guard doesn't come here that often, so we're pretty much on our own, like always. About a half a day north of Ashborough, we found a few dead tenders. They seem to have been taken by surprise somehow. There was signs that something might have come from beneath them. There's a lot of holes in the ground. And while we were headed back towards Ashborough, we saw a bunch more smoke. And, well, when we got there, it was a little too late. The town was fully engulfed. We saw clouds of fire in the sky above the city and just did what we could to help. There were about 20 or more headed this way for Sanctuary Elder, but, well, we kind of ran into a whole party of bandits, and we were waylaid a few miles from here. Some were killed, and of my group, I was the only one that came out. I don't know where they're being taken, but I did see signs of wagons in the bushes along the road. And the Elder's just going to sit there for a bit and go, oh, well, that's not good. They've never come towards town before. She's going to look at you two and go, do you two know of anyone who'd be able to maybe go take a look and help? Or at least maybe try and get some word. Maybe I should do that. I don't want to send anyone towards danger. We still need to know what happened out there. This is quite serious.
Have I been close enough to hear any of this?
Probably just at the end tail of it. Well, I'll say, yeah, sure. You can give me a quick perception check as you get up there. 14's enough to be able to hear the elder from inside say, I need to get people to look into this. Yeah, sure.
He'll, burst the door open and be like, well, you're
What?
in luck.
Who are you?
Cedarhop is here.
What? I didn't say you're allowed in here. Who are you?
Brucie
Don't break
Cedarhop.
anything.
I hear you're in need of a handsome man to go on a mission.
I said I need help. I didn't say handsome help.
Sure you did. That's what I heard. That's why I'm here.
One of those. Well, are you good with that poker?
Oh god.
Oh, I'm great with my poker.
Well, how many Kara said?
He's
well,
not.
Bandit
He's
wise,
not great with his poker.
you know, nope, not with the one. As you go to grab it, it just kind of falls. You should pick that up there, dearie.
Oh, we're talking about that poker. Yeah, no, the sword I'm good with.
Oh, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, little word of advice. It's kind of rude to just barge into places unannounced. But we'll
Oh, no, it's okay. Lenora sent me.
Who, dear?
Lenore? Leona? The merchant Jerbeen.
Oh, her. Right. Okay.
She said, you may have work. I showed up and you were like, we need a handsome man for this job. And I was like, well, that's me.
Oh. Well, not the type of work I was originally thinking of. But okay. Right. Well, this little lady here, she's had a little bit of an ordeal. Apparently, Ashborough to the north has burnt to the ground. There was a whole bunch of dead tenders there. And she was attacked by bandits, and a lot of people have been kidnapped. Is that something you'd be able to handle?
Definitely. Probably not alone, but definitely.
She's going to insight check you. Yeah, she's kind of going to agree and say, oh, well, I guess those biceps aren't for nothing then. Well, I'll put you on the clock. Why don't you sit here for a second while I finish talking to these two? Would you like
I feel
some
like Brucie
tea?
finally realizes there was other people in the room.
Okay. Would you like
Irma's
to
just, like, holding
have
it.
some tea? As I
Oh,
assume by now, Irma is bringing tea.
Yeah, just been like standing there watching the conversation while holding a kettle. What do I do?
That would be lovely. Well, hello, ma'am. What's your name?
Irma?
Mm.
So you're gonna check out the bandit thing?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm quite the seasoned hero.
Oh, all right then.
Are you going?
If it'll keep you out of trouble.
Oh, you'd like to come with me? Well, I suppose.
Well, it seems awfully close to home, so.
I feel like he does like one of those like fist pumps. He's like, yeah.
Irma's a little cautious.
He doesn't realize. He's still just like, yeah.
Well, the best way you guys can help me right now, I need to get word to Alderheart. If there's a bunch of bandits out here and things are burning, I'm going to need a lot more Perch Guard to deal with this. Is there any way I could get you guys to head to Alderheart for me and inform the Birdfolk Council of what's going on? They really need to know about Ashborough's destruction. The bandit activity, I'm sure they know about, but we don't really have anything around here to deal with that. Like, we can board this place up, but if they burn it, well, it's just a wooden... We got a few folk around here that can do a little bit of fighting, but they're not going to leave here. They're mostly farmers. But if you could get to Alderheart, that'd be great. I know it's a little bit of a journey. It's about a week from here, but if you could get there, that'd be great. I can even write you a letter if you need it.
I can probably. It would be nice to get out of the village again. See the wood.
I'm pretty sure your dad would be okay with it, Irma.
I'm sure he'd be happy with me going.
Okay. How about you, young sir? Don't get many of your bird folk around here. Would you like to head back into the wood?
Back into the wood? Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh,
I live out in the woods. I'm from Alderheart.
so you'd be
I
able to
was
show
there
me the
though
way
a
then?
while ago. Yes, I know where it is. I know where it is.
And
I'm
you
from
don't
there.
mind?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. I can show him.
Huh.
It's over there.
You guys are the best. Well, it's getting fairly... That gets, like, mid-afternoon, or right about now. She's just going to say, did you guys want to leave tonight, or do you want to go first thing in the morning? I almost suggest getting good rest. Get all your stuff that you need. Prepare anything you need to for the journey. Just in case there are bandits, I'd just say stick to the road. And just in case we do get any more people wandering in here, I think I should go start seeing about getting some beds cleared for people, just in case we need to house a few more. But Kara, you're staying here. And Kara's she's almost passed out. It's a good, I'll put you guys back on the map.
Well, I can't see in the dark, so I'm all about leaving tomorrow morning.
Ashborough's a good, 2 days from where you guys are. So she's had a rough journey to get here. She probably hasn't stopped. Well, the Elder's going to look at all three of you guys and go, well, that's that then. Make your way to Winnowing Reach. It's a fairly new outpost. You'd be able to stay there for the night, but you're probably, unless you push through the night tomorrow, you will be camping outside at least one night. I will see what I can do in the merchant area. I'll I'll cover the cost and pack you guys a little travel case. Does that work?
Oh, that sounds great. I think
Good to me.
2 tents. I think me and Irma could share a tent, and then the bird folk gets his own tent. That seems
I
reasonable.
don't know about that.
No, no.
I think I like my own tent.
Oh,
Well, I'll let you guys figure that out. She's just going to go and get a quill and ink and write you a little note. She's going to hand it to Irma. One says to give to the tavern keeper at the tavern, and one to the girl at the mercantile. One of the notes is basically give you room and board for the night. Irma doesn't need it. Well, you have your own house, but and the other is just to give you guys whatever you need for your supplies. So when you leave and you're going to head towards Winnowing Reach, just hit up the magistrate's office there, talk to Walden Crane, let him know that I sent you. Let him know everything that's going on. He's a little, what's the word? Fastidious. So you might need to poke him with a stick. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I'm going to keep Kara here for a bit and put her to bed and make sure everything's okay. I'm going to have to go talk to a few people around town.
All right. Well, we'll head out in the morning, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe hit up the tavern to Irma, since you've been here. I don't know. I haven't seen this guy before. I know I've seen you walking around before. You're Brucie. What was your name? Sorry, I don't remember if you actually told her your name for Hester.
Oh, I'm Hester. Hester.
Hester. Perfect. I've seen you walking around before, but I don't think you live here. Irma, can you just walk Brucie and Hester to the tavern? Hand the note to the gentleman there and get them all squared.
Of course. I'll do that right away.
Perfect. Thank you. And you guys leave. What's Bronobi and Reynard been doing? This would have taken probably a good 20 minutes. You would have had your food and alcohol put there by now. We'll start with Reynard.
Probably halfway through a second pint. Just chatting with the barkeep about like town and like who I'm supposed to like talk to about work and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. What type of work are you looking for? What's your specialty?
Don't really know. As I kind of hiccup a little with the pint of ale.
So general labor-ish.
I guess.
Well, you can always talk to the elder. I do have a little bit of work, but mine's mostly, well, you don't look the sort that want to do laundry, cook, or clean.
Not really.
No, he's just going to eye up and down and take a look at your equipment and go, right. Well, your best bet, do you like staying in town or do you prefer going out of town?
Don't really mind traveling.
You don't mind traveling. Okay. Well, your best bet would be probably to talk to the elder. Should be able to set you up with the local guard. There's not that many of them. We do need quite a few more. Other than that, we do have a few. You could talk to the Whispering Woodworks. They do travel from back and forth between a few of the little nests and around here. mainly taking wood. They do need sometimes guards there too. The woodworks. His name's Tarkin. Um, Big, tall raptor fella.
Good to know. And I'll finish my ale and like get up and. All right, thanks a bunch. And
By the time you get up and start heading out, what is Bronobi doing?
Bronobi was just taking his time eating and just trying to listen for any opportunities to get some money in ways that he might be able to do, but he wasn't actually going out of his way to talk to anyone. His ears probably perked up when he heard, that talk of being out, a job out of town and that sort of thing. He's not feeling comfortable indoors.
Okay. Yeah, if you asked him, he'd say the exact same thing.
But he wouldn't ask, but he's heard it.
Yep. All right.
So he might be watching this other person who looks maybe a little, similarly inclined perhaps, and consider following him.
Okay. By the time you guys get up and have finished eating, the other three, you guys are wandering yourself into the door as soon as these guys are getting up to leave. I'll leave it up to the five of you to RP it out. So yeah, Bronobi and Reynard, you pretty much see these three come in at the same time, and yeah.
Well, I suppose I see this person that I had already spoken to briefly, and that's at least I've spoken to someone that might, help because he's not used to talking to that many people. So I'll walk up to Pretzel's character, whose name I've totally forgotten.
Irma.
Okay,
Irma,
because I was leaving, and be like, hello, I did not make as much coin as I hoped. I looking for some sort of maybe work outside town, if know anything.
Us three are heading to Alderheart starting tomorrow. Which it's quite a long road. I'm sure you can find work somewhere along there. Or help us out. I'm not sure if there's money in that, but come along with us if you feel like it.
If no money, no good.
I don't know much going on around these parts that has money.
He's gonna walk out the door and not say anything else, and wait and see if this other person he doesn't know at all, who was talking about money, see if he comes out. I'm just gonna lurk in the shadows somewhere, and I rolled a dirty 20 to hide in shadows.
Nice.
Finally, a good roll.
All right. What is Reynard doing?
as the three of them are walking in, it's like, oh, excuse me, and I, step aside and go through the door and head to Whispering Woodworks.
Okay, perfect. Pretty much. No, it's like a fairly big building. You can smell that it's been a lot of you'll see a bunch of wood shavings pretty much everywhere. A small little hand mill up in the back for cutting wood and lumber. Give me a investigation roll, please. Six. You don't see anyone. Doesn't look like there's anyone in the house right now, and you don't see anything. No one moving around outside.
I'll give a knock. Hello?
No answer.
I'll knock a second time just to make sure, or do the Sheldon triple knock.
Yep, nothing. Maybe they're closed for the day.
Damn.
Or doing something else.
Probably go check with that elder person I talked about.
Okay.
Head back to the tavern and find out where that elder person lives.
By the time you get back there, Bronobi's nowhere to be found outside. The three of you inside. Irma, I'm assuming you're going to hand the barkeep your letter.
Will be muted.
Maybe. I see you light up. Yeah, I'm going to assume that Irma hands the piece of paper over. He's going.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Internet is going in and out. Yeah.
Oh, no worries. I see, he's going to take a look at it and go, oh, okay. You guys are heading out in the morning. Oh, you room and board, and okay. What's this about? The elder usually doesn't hand me notes that often for a room and board. What's going on?
Well, there's a situation out at Ashboro, and we were going out to Elderheart to find more perch guard, and these two need someplace to stay.
Oh, right. Okay. Bottom of the note, she's got a thing I'm supposed to pay you guys too. Right. Figure that out later. Okay.
Now you tell him. Bloody hell.
It was on the note, bud.
Yeah, I didn't see the note.
I know, he decided not to stay.
Irma didn't read the note either. Irma just was like, this isn't for me. I'm not going to read this.
All right. So there's a few of you go. How many of you are going? Just you three? Okay. All right, that's fine. She's I do owe her a favor. That's probably why she's making me pay you. Okay. She's putting 15 gold apiece for you. That'll kill most of my on-hand money. That's fine. Sure. You guys need room for the night? By all means. He's going to hand you each a key. Room 7 and room 11. Does your dad know about this, Irma?
I don't think he knows.
Okay. Well, if you need any more muscle, I'm sure he's got one or two people he could probably send with you, but I'm sure you'd do fine.
Sure.
I'm sure he's taught you a few things. All right. Yeah, I will, by all means, if you guys are hungry, here's the menu. And right about now, Reynard, you're probably coming back in.
And I'm gonna walk in up to the bar and say, "Hey, that Darkin guy's not in. Which way's to the Elder for work?"
Whoa. Right. You were working for work. He's not there? Okay, he's probably somewhere. If you need work, these three probably have something for you. Good timing.
I've sneakily followed him in and I rolled an 18 to do it sneakily, if that helps.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You hear all this conversation, but they can see you and, like, it's pretty lit in here. He probably doesn't recognize you behind you.
I was just doing it to get in quietly, not particularly noticed, but I'm not actually thinking I'm hiding once I'm inside.
Yeah, that's fine. You weren't heard coming in. Yep. But everyone else, yeah, you would have heard the same thing that Reynard was just told. I will let these three fill you guys in on what's going on.
Well, first, Reynard will turn to the three and look like, "Hello, Reynard Red, Blade for Hire."
Hester will pull out the little magical trinket that he has, and it just starts playing, and it just says, "Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?" He's like, kind of gesturing towards you, because, you know, they know they're supposed to be saying hi and whatnot. that, so they're just like having it say it for them.
A magical cockatoo.
Just have a bewildered look on my face of like, what the hell is that thing? Not saying it out loud, just looking at it weird.
Oh, at the device is the thing. I didn't know if you're talking about the device or me.
Of the device, because I just saw somebody just pull something out and it just starts talking. Like, what the fuck?
Are you coming with us? Are you coming with us? We're going back to my home. We're going back to Alderheart.
Back to Alderheart? That's like a 5-day journey from here.
From the bar. 7. Oh, there's money in it for you too, by the way. Apparently the Elder is sending these folk to Alderheart about something that's going on. They haven't really told me everything, but yeah, there's 15 gold for anyone who wants to get word to Alderheart about what's going on.
That being the case, then I'm your fox.
I will take the job.
You
Just
too?
turn awkwardly, like, what the hell?
He's jotting something down. 4 of you. Okay, 5 of you. Oh, I need
Well.
more money.
This is turning into a sausage fest. Don't worry, Irma. I'll keep you safe.
All right then.
Holy crap, a talking gerbil.
I am a chipmunk, we decided.
We did. He's a chipmunk. Yep.
A weasel.
A 3-foot tall chipmunk with a 4-foot greatsword.
No, a chipmunk.
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 Chipmunk, sorry.
What about a chip punk?
Yeah, I'm probably taller than you because I'm like just under 4 foot, I think. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's just,
Yeah.
eye level with your armadillo chest, I guess, which makes it weirder.
yes, very weird.
I think your tail would be probably taller than you.
I just realized how short I was then compared to everybody because I'm only 3'3".
I can't wait until I get to be Path of the Giant, and then I can be like, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, and you guys have a 6'2" deer? Or a 6'6"? Can't remember.
I think that was about. I can't remember. I think
You're
it was
pretty tall.
6'6" with the horns.
With the horns, yeah.
How are you? You're like probably crouching in this building. It's built for smaller folk.
This one's actually
head-
run by his kind. It's all
Oh
run by
right,
servants.
right. It's
Yeah.
run by
There's
yeah,
a lot
so
of deer in
it's
here.
a Small enough building.
There's still groove marks slightly in the ceiling areas
Yeah.
right where the beams would meet.
Yeah.
Well, that being the case, I'll accept the job.
Great. You hear from behind. More money. Great.
The more the merrier.
So it's 5 of you now. Okay. I need to go call in some favors. Prices just might have went up.
Excuse me, he just says to your group, is he paying us right now?
I would think so. I'm not sure.
When you leave, I got great ears.
Tomorrow.
Okay. And he'll just turn around and leave and go outside and look for a tree to stand under.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, we are at our halfway break, so let's go for 10 and come back.
Deal.
That's all.
Where are you going, Irma? Can I go?
Are you sleeping alone tonight, or?
Hey.
All right. So you guys know where you got to go in the morning. Tavern keeper is pretty much whoever needs a room is Bronobi gonna stay inside for a night, or are you still gonna find your own spot?
He just sleeps standing up near a tree.
Okay, beautiful. All right.
On 2 legs or 4?
I think he's bipedal, isn't he? So 2 legs.
Okay. Yeah, I think you said if you were gonna run, you would have dropped down to 4, but
Yeah.
you don't need to. You're now built to run on 2 legs.
Right. I'm halfway evolved.
Half, yeah. But which half?
Well, don't ask. Polite people don't ask.
True. I'm not polite. All right. Well, for your sake of story, is there anything you guys want to do the remainder of the evening? We'll go back in order and start with Reynard.
Probably just with the other 3 there, and I guess now the new 5th one. Just sit and chat, get to know these people.
Cool. I assume you guys are going to get a spot in the tavern then to have conversation. I will let you guys do that.
No, I'm gonna say I'm sorry to do that to you, but I'm just staying outside waiting for them to leave, and I'm just gonna follow.
That's fine.
Fully creepy.
He can start.
No, I guess he needs his money, so no, I take it back. He's coming inside.
You go outside, look around, and go, money. Go back in.
Just walk straight up to the bartender and say, I am ready to leave. I need that money, please.
Well, these folks seem to be leaving in the morning. When you leave with them, then...
No, I'm assuming it's... I thought it was the morning now.
No, Frost wanted to talk as soon
my
and
bad.
get to know
My
you guys.
bad. Yep, I'm outside sleeping.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Reynard is sitting at a table with you guys. Irma, are you gonna stay after you hand the note over, or are you gonna head home first?
I'm probably heading home.
Okay.
I got fresh grubs.
Yep.
They need cooking.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, Reynard, you, Brucie, and Hester find yourselves on the table, unless the other two say no.
Well, now that Irma's left, Brucie's looking to see if there's any other women in the tavern.
Investigation roll, please. A couple. Most of them are all Cervan. All deer folk. We'll say two.
He'll try to find like a table in the middle of the room, so like they all have to walk by him.
Okay. Most of them aren't serving. They're sitting at tables with other people.
Oh.
Yeah. Seems like the barkeep is the one who's doing the ordering and cooking.
Then I guess I'll sit with the men.
Okay.
Ugh. Gross. As he sits down. All these ladies are taken. I know you're speechless. It's crazy. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Hester is currently eating basically just like some type of raw animal. Like it wasn't cooked or anything. Like they just got it. Like it could be a rabbit or like whatever. They're just like sitting there, just like ripping it apart and just like chomping down on it. Yeah.
There was 3 brought in, so definitely fresh rabbit then. If you asked for it raw, you would have got it raw.
Yeah.
Is a rabbit bigger or smaller than me?
Smaller. It's a rabbit.
Okay.
They'd only be
like that could be disturbing imagery. It's like this huge ass rat, and I'm just like.
Next time I'll catch a hare instead.
Yeah.
So, what does meat taste like?
That's good. It tastes good.
Oh yeah, that describes it for me. Thanks.
I mean, what does meat taste like, though? Can you describe what meat tastes like?
Well, if you ask me what nuts taste like, I would say nutty.
It tastes like rabbit. Tastes like rabbit. This one was fast.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Not fast enough though. It got caught. Do you not eat meat?
No, I just eat nuts, berries.
Oh. Ooh. Berries are nice. I have them once in a while. I had a grub earlier today. You should have grubs. Grubs are good.
Not much of a grub guy.
Oh, okay. And Hester's just going to make direct eye contact with you and then just like rip off another piece of the rabbit. Like they're not intentionally like they're making the direct eye contact, but they're not intentionally like trying to intimidate you. They're just socially awkward and just like they were talking to you, so they're just looking at you as they're eating.
I feel like Brucie's gonna view it as a challenge, so he's gonna like take out one of the nuts he bought and like return eye contact and like gnaw on one of the nuts.
Can we get a contested imitation check with each of them?
I'm okay with that. Sure.
I struggle to believe that this personality Brucie has wouldn't eat meat just to try and be intimidating. Like the biggest chunk of meat he could find.
All right. You said intimidation?
Yep.
That is an 11.
Okay. Beats his 6.
Yep. Well,
What kind of nuts that?
it's an acorn. You want to try one?
Sure. You want some of the rabbit? And they rip a leg off and just like hand it.
Yeah, I'll give it a bite.
All right, cool.
Did my teeth tear me? I don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna
like
find out.
it will. Like you're if you can crush nuts, meat's easy.
Chipmunks do eat meat in real life.
Yep. But if Brucie's never had meat before, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Because Reynard's watching as he's sipping his ale, and he's like, I'm probably going to end up having a spit take later.
13's enough to go. Meat's okay.
Yeah,
Stomach's
meat's-
not saying no.
It's different.
Kind of tastes maybe somewhat like a really, really good fleshy grub.
Okay.
I mean, a grub is definitely meat.
Yeah. But
No,
not red meat.
a grub is just like dirt, right? Because they just eat like plant matter.
And Brandon, I hope you know that rabbit is not red meat.
Tastes like red meat.
It's more red than turkey.
Yes.
Is it kangaroo?
Kangaroo meat's pretty good.
Kangaroo is very much a red meat, but I wouldn't say it's good. It's flavorless crap.
Well, you gotta add a lot.
They have no fat on them.
Yep.
It's like eating a piece of steak with zero fat, just flavorless.
It's like all Australian food.
No,
Just the entire country.
Most of our food's full of venom and stuff. So you're risking your life by just breathing here.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just stick to fish.
I thought for a second there's going to be there's going to be an arrow fly through the window trying to get Brucie.
Only if we had Peter.
I absolutely thought of it. I got to be honest.
All right.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Irma, who would be at home? Because I don't know your backstory.
Well, my family isn't from here. I've just it'd be my like godfather, one of like my dad's adventuring buddies.
Okay.
who'd be here, who'd been like teaching me to be a cleric. I guess I think that's what I had in mind or something.
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
So as soon as you come through the door, what do you see?
oh, he's probably like one. Well, he's like another Gallus. He's like a grouse, I think. And he's probably wondering where I've been because he's probably waiting on the grubs. He's probably like, you're right in the kitchen. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
back. It took longer than it normally does. How many?
How many
How many
grubs?
did you get? Yeah.
Well, there was a situation, so I got kind of interrupted, but I got quite a few. I like hold up
We'll
the
deal.
basket.
That's fine. We'll deal. I want to dry some of them for travel food for the rest of the guys.
Oh, have you heard of
No.
what's going on?
What situation?
Well,
I was more talking our regular stuff.
The woman came into the town and she like collapsed, and then I ran over to her and then I helped her up and took her to the elder. And Arwin is sending us all the way to the big tree tomorrow. To get more the guards, because there was the ash spur was falling.
You've been gone an hour. Wow. Oh.
Lots going on.
So who came back? I know a few people went out, even though we told them not to.
What was her name?
Kara.
Kara.
Kara. Okay. Rest of her crew that went with her?
I haven't seen them. Yeah.
Right.
She was pretty beat up.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're coming back.
Well, so the Elder's sending you to Alderheart.
Yeah.
Alone?
No, there was there's a few other folk that were
right.
not from here. They were traveling.
Okay.
Passing through. Yeah.
We'll go over it. He's gonna take the grubs, put half of them aside, half of them in some sort of something that he's cooking, and pretty much just put a mug of tea in front of you and tell me what happened. So I assume you're gonna fill him in.
Yeah, Irma will calm down and explain more.
Okay. Right. Wow. Wow. Would you think that's the first person you've healed before? Or have you done a few things like that before?
I've probably practiced before. I don't know if I've done something to that extent of someone like coming and collapsed.
Okay.
So that was
he's gonna
kind of exciting for Irma.
He's going to get quite excited too and go, "It worked? Wow.
I seem to.
Practice makes perfect. Told you before." Well.
Good. I have a good teacher.
So die. And he's just going to point to a couple of them in the corner. Well, I guess I'd suggest rest before you go in the morning. I'll make you. I'll get you a little travel kit to go. That's fine. You're old enough to be able to handle this as long as you got a few people going with you. Just stick to the road. That's all I'm gonna say. If there's bandits out, hopefully you don't find any. He's gonna give you a little note with one of his contacts in Alderheart. He says, if you get there, you'll be able, any of the guards there will be able to show you where she is.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, you rest. I'll make dinner, and we'll come up with a plan for the morning. Perfect.
That's good.
All right. Bronobi, are you just sitting at a tree for the evening, or is there anything else you want to do?
Next to a tree.
Just next to a tree.
He doesn't climb trees, but he likes to have a tree against his back.
Okay. Anything you gonna do for the evening or no? Just sit there.
Just it.
Okay.
He's just
Inside the walls, like inside the town or outside the town?
He'd want to be. He'd hope there'd be somewhere where he can keep a vague eye on the tavern, just because he wants to.
Okay.
Doesn't want them to leave without him. But he also wants to go back in and get his money. But his priority is to.
I'll say
go
that
with
you're
him.
at the tree at the back then, up in here.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. All right. And anything the three of you inside want to do for the evening, other than just chat and drink?
Nope. Go to bed.
Perfect. All right. Evening comes and goes. No issue. You guys don't hear anything. If you need a long rest to get your spell slot back, you can. I think it was just you. Just our cleric. Perfect. Come morning, nice and early. We'll say about 6 o'clock. You guys slowly are roused out of bed. I'll take perception checks from everybody, please.
11.
Okay.
6.
And 18, 11, 6.
19.
18.
Okay. Normal morning, nothing's going on. I just wanted to make you roll. Yeah, you guys wake up. Nice, shiny, sunny day. No clouds in the sky. Nothing going on. Everything seems normal. For you staying at the inn, there's 3 of you staying at the inn. As soon as you come down in the morning, you're going to notice 3 packs. Small little backpacks that are sitting there. A couple very different sizes. Just looks like he's got a couple backpacks for each one of you, because a couple of you guys are pretty small and a couple of you are just a little taller. He's still same person at the bar. Looks a little tired. He's just going to say, morning. Everything's inside for you guys. Got about a week's worth of travel rations. I'd suggest eating the fresh stuff first tonight. Should last a couple days before it starts to go. So there's at least 5 days worth of dried stuff and 2 days worth of fresh stuff for you. I would suggest find your 2 friends and, well, good luck.
Well, the moment they've, opened the door or there's signs of movement downstairs, like in the tavern, Bronobi would have gone in.
Okay.
And just sat down at the table by himself.
You. Right. He's just going to go into the back room, come out with a similar pack to what these guys got, hand it over and go, your money's inside. Try to keep these people alive, please. I know you're not from here, I can tell. A couple of these people live here. They have family here.
I will try first to keep myself alive, but...
As you should.
To do that, probably keep them alive too.
Right. He's just going to nudge himself towards the little hedge there and go, just keep her alive.
He just... He doesn't react.
Okay. That's all he's saying. And he's just going to say, there's one more of you guys around here somewhere. I'm sure you'll find him.
I would check the bag to make sure the gold's there.
Gold's there. It's in its own little purse, like at the very bottom of the sack. It's not just all gold. It'd be like 2 gold, a lot of silver, like probably a good like 25 silver, and the rest all copper. He's scrounged.
He wants to walk over to the others and just say, "Oh, actually, the place we're going to.
Yep.
Could we? I'm just wondering because I think I'd like to say that there's there's forest on the way, right?
Yeah, I will put you over to the map. Not a lot of forest. The road where you're heading towards Winnowing Reach is going to be your closest. As soon as you start getting towards Winnowing Reach, that's where the forest slowly starts to start. There'd still be small, like where you are, there's a tiny little forest behind you. It's mostly swamp. But along the way, even though it's not on the map, you would have like the odd trees, but it's mostly going to be high grass.
Okay, the swamp behind us then, how far away from Meadowfen is it?
It
walk.
starts pretty much right behind the town. Like there's a little farming area there, and then to walk there, I'd say maybe a half hour to where you actually get into the marsh.
Okay, he'd just walk over to the three people that he can see that he knows he's traveling with and just say, how long until you think be on way?
What?
When you leave.
Well, we have to wait for the lovely Irma to arrive.
I'm over here.
Oh, Irma! I didn't see you.
You see Irma
Walks
coming
over.
with someone who looks older and a male beside her. And, he's just going to give Irma a hug and look at the group and go, look at Irma and go, look at the group. Oh, well,
Yeah, who we could find.
two of them look capable, I guess.
Oh, thank you.
You were one of them.
Oh, yes.
You keep her safe, or you're going to have to answer to me. You got that?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, she told me about you. Keep her safe.
Oh, Irma, talking about me already to the...
You can insight
can
check the
you-
dad if you like.
I need 1 hour. Can you all give me 1 hour? I'll be back.
I knew you were going to switch more to Schwarzenegger. I just knew it.
No, but that accent, you can't say I'll be back without it being, like when it's in that accent, what can you do?
You changed the words a little bit.
I did. I said I be back. I avoided the all.
Irma's dad's just going to look at everybody and go, have you had breakfast? You got a long journey.
Did the inn provide breakfast while we were...
No,
when was that
you
done?
pretty much
No?
scrapped your pack and left.
Oh,
If he needs an hour, I suggest go have some breakfast.
sure.
Okay. They're going for breakfast. You have an hour. What do you need? What do you
He's
want to
going to
do?
head towards that swamp that's about half an hour away because I've just decided that's where his dad lives.
Beautiful. Okay.
Are you going to make me roll or can I know where I live?
No, I'm okay with you knowing where you live.
Excellent.
Just
for
this
fun,
once.
As Eric would say, just for fun. I want to roll. Just in case.
Yeah.
Holy
It-
shit. Yeah, I didn't want to roll.
I was gonna say, give me a survival roll, please. If you really want to roll, it'll be
I
survival.
got a 12, so it's not.
Okay,
terrible.
you eventually find it takes an extra 5 minutes.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not too bad. Hopefully they wait for me.
You said an hour. You get exactly 1 hour.
I was
Someone's
wondering
Is it
about
on the
that.
way?
Staring at the sun for an hour.
Okay, you two. Okay, he gets to the house and he goes in and his dad is he's older, but
Okay.
he's like 45, but he's like an old 45. He's
Okay.
really grizzled sort of thing, and he's not a cripple, but he's not exactly sprightly either.
Okay.
Okay. Father, I have come back.
Oh, you were gone? Whoa.
You
Where'd you go?
you sent me to get you some coin. How you forget after one night?
He's gonna hold up a bottle. It was full, I think, yesterday. It's empty now.
You said you need very important all the gold I can get.
Oh, right. Because this was the last of this. Did you get any?
No, You said was important. I'd not go.
It is important, right. Right. He's going to stand up and shake his head and go, right.
This not for drink.
No. It's how to make it. I had a thought. All these people that are going to the Alderheart and leaving this place, I used to brew. It's been a while. But I think if we set up ourselves a brewery in there, we could make more money. That was my thought.
Okay, well, they give me 15 gold.
That's a lot of money.
You want it all?
I'll take 10. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, I have to do job to earn this gold.
got
I
job?
Think,
Good.
yes, not think I should steal.
Probably not.
So I go do job, and he pulls out 10 gold, hands it to Dad, and says,
Perfect.
"Bye," and leaves.
Stay safe. I'm gonna get to work.
Bronobi is not entirely sure he believes him, but he's
Give me
gonna
an insight check.
leave anyway. Ooh, what's insight? 20.
Yeah, your old man actually had a thought. Easy, cheap money is always alcohol. He's gonna start a brewery.
Yes, and drink all the profits probably, but anyway.
Gotta have a tester.
Anyone else getting vibes that Brony takes after his mom? Accent-wise?
Yeah, I was not doing that.
I've never heard Brandon do an accent of any sort.
I give you attitude and a few different pitches. That's the best I got. I can't even do a proper
and the
Canadian.
fact you
half
guys
the
might have
time.
been might be moonshiners is kind of funny too.
Yeah. I can't even do a proper
Well,
Canadian half the time.
I mean, I was making up my idea of the dad on the spot, so Brandon made up his version,
Sure
and that's
did.
perfectly fine by me.
You don't tell me why he needs money. I'm coming up with something. It's like, I drank it all. That's why. Right. I forgot, too.
And a campaign.
It was in
and
a
you
hut in the woods, so like
There?
swamp hut. They're doing great.
We're rich as well. He's rich now. He's got 10 gold.
Yeah, you are pretty much now swamp people moonshiners.
Yes. Now I really should have done the Moonshine Simon bloody accent. Damn it. I really screwed up.
You are now hillbillies.
We're down at the creek.
Yep. I think it was because Pretzel's accent's kind of gotten me deep south today.
Well, I mean, we've got Fox's accent as well.
Yep.
So in hindsight, I would change, and I would have been a creek person. But oh well, another time.
This works. All right. So eventually you find your way back to the people who've had a great breakfast. They're full and they are waiting for you. Right at the main gate.
I should roll. I want to roll another survival check to see how long it took me to get back.
Okay.
Okay, 14. I reckon I made it in. Okay
You found
time.
your own tracks.
Yeah.
Because you are a tracker.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
As you guys are slowly leaving, you see the elder slowly make her way to the gate that you guys are leaving and just give you a wave and a good luck.
As we start going, Reynard's going to take out a slice of lemon, some honey, and hand it to the wonderful stag that's with us, and say, "Here, you need to eat this
Okay.
honey lemon."
He'll just eat it, and suddenly he has a smooth, comfortable voice.
Big friend Jurassic for a second, like, oh my god, I can breathe. And then it's gone.
Just suck on helium balloons the whole way.
Yep. All right. What's your who's in the lead? Who's in the middle? Who's at the back?
I mean, I feel like Brucie would feel like he needs to be in the lead.
I'm probably at the back. Just constantly with my arrow knocked, ready to shoot anything I see. Just sort of, checking for ambushes and stuff.
Okay.
I'll be annoyed that Bruce is in the lead and Reynard will be right behind him.
Okay.
Hester will be right behind them.
Okay.
Because they're heading home. They haven't been home in a while, so they're kind of excited to go.
I'll be right behind Hester.
Oh, but Irma, I've got a spot free on my other side here.
I'll let you all stay in front of me so that in case anything jumps out, you can keep it safe.
Oh,
I'm back here.
so smart. I will keep an eye out. With my passive perception of 10.
What's Bronobi's passive perception and investigation?
15 and 9. 15 and 9.
Which is the 15?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. And what's Brucie's passive perception and investigation?
Passive perception 10, investigation 9.
Good person in front. So 10 is your highest. All right. All right. You guys do know it's a 2-day journey to Winnowing Reach. So, what would you guys like to do along your journey? I will take.
Is it across open meadow type field?
It's a
distance?
trail. It's an actual road. It's a well-worn trail.
But I mean, like for the surrounding area.
You're pretty much grassland, a little bit of swamp. To your left side, so to the north, you're going to have a little bit of crops of trees, even though it's not on the map. Pretty much to your left, to your left, the entire journey is going to be like swamps and just tall grasses. Not a lot on your left, but a few more trees to the north. Sorry, I got that backwards. On the right side, it's marsh for the most part. Left side's a little bit of trees. Still lots of tall grass. Taller than you.
Bronobi would be making it his job to hunt for food.
Okay.
He'd go searching for berries and whatever else, but also ready to shoot anything he can shoot.
Okay. You do know you do have enough rations to get you to Alter Heart, so you don't need to unless you want to.
He wants to. That's sort of his thing.
Okay. All right. What's everyone else doing?
Anyone.
We'll start with Frost.
Pretty much just walking down the path, probably whistling to himself, some strange tune he might have heard. Maybe humming a little bit too, if you can't really whistle. Do 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 do.
Okay. Anything on your mind?
Baby shark, do 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 do.
What's your thought process of the last day?
It's like I'm going back to Elderheart. I just got away from there. God damn it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Brucie, other than what I already know what's on Brucie's mind, what's Brucie thinking about along the journey? As you leave, what's your first, basically, surface thoughts?
Oh, yeah,
If he's not muted.
internet's playing it.
Is Fox muted?
Box.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to cut out like a lot of the background noise.
That's fine. I don't hear hardly any.
Brucie's surface thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably not a lot going on in there.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably like humming to himself. The ants go marching one by one around.
Okay. All right. Great person to be in lead. Perfect.
Yeah. He's only there because he feels like that's where the strongest should go.
Okay.
Is in the front. Not because he knows where we're going. I don't even know if he's been to the Winnowing Reach before.
Okay. Right. All right. You've probably passed it and just ignored it then. All right. Perfect.
Maybe I know a lady from there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I've met someone.
Maybe.
It's like your pen pal.
Yep.
Keep sending letters, nothing comes back.
Yeah. It's just like pictures of nuts that he sends.
Okay.
Which nuts?
Yeah. You're waiting for a D's nuts, aren't you?
I was.
Yeah, I know you
I
were.
thought Fox would not let me down.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
No, only tasteful nut pictures.
All right. Hester, what's on Hester's mind as you are now 4 people headed to Winnowing Reach?
Hester. Hester, as usual, is kind of just like mumbling to themselves, messing with their like tinkering things and just like making random noises and everything. In their head, it's all sorts of random thoughts, trying to figure out who these other people are, and especially because some of them are new that they haven't seen in town and everything. And they are obviously a little. They're excited to go back home, but they're also a little worried because of the fact that they left home because since they had some head injuries and they can't really be up high anymore, like they have been made fun of for it, and so they're a little worried about going home and being made fun of for not being able to be up in the canopy anymore.
Gotcha. And Irma, what's
It's honestly
Irma?
a bit sad.
I know. What's Irma thinking of for her first? This is what you've been training for.
I mean, Irma's just excited because she's been on the road before, but she's like, I don't think she's been to Alderheart, so it's like first journey out on her own, sort of, and going to Alderheart. It's like exciting and like just very thinking of all the possibilities and things that are happening, like kind of distracted. Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Enticed by the sight of a ladybug.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's got spots.
All right. I will take who's ever in the lead and whoever wants to roll. I will take either investigation, perception, or survival, depending on what you're doing for your first day's journey.
Brucie will go for survival since he's basically just trying to make sure we stay on the track and trail.
Okay.
I also just went for survival and I rolled a 10.
Okay. Brucie got a
Perception
5.
15.
All right. Well, your perception, which is good, you eventually notice that Brucie's just kind of maybe dancing or singing to himself and has wandered away from you guys a few times. Same with your servant in the back. Seems to be like, sniffing the flowers, kind of staying with you guys and then darting off to hunt something, running back. You have a fun time trying to keep them together when they're in the lead. It seems they're wandering off the path when they're supposed to be staying on the path. But you don't come across anything dangerous. Nothing seems to attack you. You guys have a great journey. Eventually you come across a nice little spot on the side of the road where it looks like people have camped before. Looks like there's a little spot where the remains of a fire. It's not smoking or anything, but there's a nice little spot where you guys can camp for the evening. Would any of you guys like to set watch, or are you all going to bed? Would you think of setting a watch?
I think Irma would suggest it.
Bronobi would absolutely. He'd be first watch, but he'd hope that someone else would step up and take his spot, but he wouldn't ask.
Okay.
Reynard will take first watch.
All right. Well, eventually
Just
you guys
said
set a
Bronobi
nice.
was, but that's okay.
Two of you can. There's 5 of you. You eventually set a nice little campfire. Get yourselves surrounded by it. I will let you guys RP if you like.
I would, but Bronobi doesn't know anyone, so he's just sitting off to the side, awkwardly.
I can't hear you if you're talking pretzels.
I'm not.
Okay, sorry. I seen the head move. So.
Yeah.
Irma, you need some help with that tent?
I think I got it.
Are you sure? It looks pretty heavy.
I've carried a tent before. I got it.
I mean, I
Don't
can
worry.
like set it up or something
I'm plenty capable. Don't you worry.
Okay,
Take the
Look.
hit.
let me know if you need any help.
I will, but I think I got this.
Okay. He turns around and like mutters to himself, "She's playing hard to get," and then goes to set up his own tent.
Do we hear him say that?
You're in around each other, so I'm going to assume yes.
Even with my golden eyes, I'm
Right.
just going to stare at him like, what the hell is wrong with that freaking nut?
Yeah, all depends if he didn't seem like he was trying to hide what he was asking.
Just to be fair, does he have a belt and is he adjusting it?
Well, you see his picture. It's just like a loincloth.
So no.
So do you
Like
see
it-
anything?
You adjust it.
No.
It's supposed to happen. You're a male, aren't you?
Why do I need to adjust it?
I guess you're too young for that joke.
I don't understand. Explain it to me.
When you're older and taller.
Ooh.
What'd you just say to me?
Would you say, boy?
Oh boy.
I said, go set up your tent and hush.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said. Makes eye contact, eats a nut, walks off.
You know, I am not normally in big parties of people, but it seems to me if we are working together, trying to start fights with each other is not how you do it. But what do I know?
Made fun of my height. I'm sensitive about that.
Aye, you are short, I am tall. That is just way of thing.
Wow, only Irma understands me. Like,
Isn't Irma taller?
why you gotta talk to me like that?
Just a little, though.
That's just cruel, honestly.
How tall is Brucie?
You know, like
3.
2.5 feet,
Yeah.
3.
Almost 3, maybe.
He's like, almost 3 foot. Like if you ask him, he would say 3, but it's probably like 2'10" and like 3/8.
The tail's 3 feet.
Yeah. He definitely walks on like the balls of his feet to like, prop him up a little bit higher.
Get a little bounce in your step, a little glide in your stride.
Mm-hmm. His longsword probably like drags on the floor behind him. Like,
I bet it does.
yeah. Don't use. He's not that great at stealth, because there's always just a trail, this line in the sand that you can follow to find him.
All right. Well, who's ever taking first watch, give me perception or investigation rolls, please. If you have dark vision, you can do it with advantage. If you don't have dark vision, at disadvantage, please.
I don't know if I do have dark vision. But it was Reynard doing first watch, I believe.
Yeah. 17. As your fellow newfound, I won't say friends, but adventurer companions, fall asleep. A couple of them probably start to snore. You're looking around, and it's a nice starry night. You can see for miles in the sky, no clouds. And the 17's enough to see that eventually some of the stars above you it's almost like they're moving quite high up in the sky, but it's a different color. Looks like there's some little tiny spots of almost like fireflies a couple 100 feet above you, just slowly moving around. They're going pretty quick, though. They don't seem to do anything. You see one go off that way, another little one go off that way, and then 2 or 3 of them gather together and then go off in separate areas.
I got this strange suspicion that of the entire team, Brucie's the snorer.
Oh, surely.
I was going to say the Hedge.
I don't know if Brucie snores. What would I roll to find out if Brucie snores? I haven't thought about it.
Give me a straight Constitution save.
Con save.
Low, anything 10 and under, you snore.
Hey, no snoring.
Probably a little whimpering, but no snoring.
Definitely a whimper.
Yeah.
Roll a sadness check.
Insight yourself.
It just sobs, like silent sobs into the. He wakes up with a wet pillow every morning.
Yeah.
Oh God. He's going to be a real depressing character.
Yeah. So you see like every now and then just almost like a glow bug, but it's a little bit bigger, and you can tell from the distance how high it is up. It's fairly largish, but it doesn't seem to do anything other than just move back and forth. And then eventually you don't see anymore.
There's no way Brandon is throwing Will of the Wisps at bloody level 1 characters. That would be too much.
Well, these look more like different color. More like kind of like a glow bug, but really bright for being that high in the sky. But the rest of your watch, you don't see or hear anything.
And how many people are taking a turn on watch?
It's up to you guys. Who wants to take second watch?
Well, I'll take second then.
Sure.
So you said with no dark vision, it was disadvantage?
Correct. Either perception or investigation, whichever. Even I'll take survival. Whatever you think you would use to get through the
My
night
lower
with.
roll was a 16.
Okay. Through the night, you kind of feel like the wind shift. But the rest of your evening, you don't notice or see or hear anything different. Seems like a normal night.
Okay.
Yep.
Good then. You'll just whoever had said, if someone had said they were going third, he'd probably just like poke them to wake them up. Is
Brucie
anyone
would
else
offer to take watch, but I feel like nobody would ask him after how the trail went earlier in the day. But if nobody else volunteered, he'll keep watch if
Bruce
needed.
volunteered, therefore that'll do. So,
Oh, that's all it takes. Okay.
You find
Bronobi,
yeah, I was going to say.
Bronobi will just poke him in the back, then roll over and go to sleep.
Yep. You get a little hoof into the side. As soon as he wakes you up, he's gone.
All right. And
Good hunters don't snore.
Would
You
you
might
know
need
that?
to do a con save to find out if you do.
Yeah. If you want to find out if you snore, give me a con save.
Nat 20.
Not a
negative snore.
not a sound. Not even a fart.
I'm so glad that went that way. That's a nat 20 that matters because he's a proper.
Shit, I snore. Damn.
Reynard snoring.
But it's almost 10, so technically it's a little bit of a snore. You kind of hear it, but it's still okay.
all right, third watch. We got a 7.
Nice. Okay.
We're doomed.
Yeah, you stoked the fire up.
He's probably just like walking outside of Irma's tent, like, "Oh, you look like really nice this morning," like practicing what he's gonna say in the morning.
Okay. Pretzels is not snoring. Good. Irma is curled up in a nice little ball, I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Even if I am, you can't hear me.
Does Irma's tent have a lock on it? No, I'm
That's
kidding.
for you, yes.
Yeah, the lock is 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah. What cantrips do you have for Irma?
Probably nothing that lets me lock the tent.
No, I was thinking Mold Earth. If you had that, you could get yourself at least up off the ground.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's probably also spending this watch like digging like little holes for these taller people to stand in, so that way they can all be eye level. You know, he's really spending important time during this watch.
Understood. Okay. Well, luckily for you, you don't hear or see anything with that lovely roll. What's your perception?
My passive perception is a 10,
Okay.
but I rolled the 7.
Okay. What do you have in your inventory?
I've got 2 hand axes, some javelins, my longsword.
Okay.
Got a bedroll. I mean, basic stuff. Bedroll.
When
rope.
you woke up, what would you have on you when you woke up? Or like, what would you leave in your tent, I should say?
He'd probably leave most things but like his sword, and maybe the rations in case he wants a snack.
Okay.
The rest of the pack would probably just be in the tent.
Okay. Next time you check your tent, everything in there is gone.
Oh!
All of it.
Oh! Okay. Buy hand axes. Just gonna delete these out. Javelin.
If your money was in there, money's gone.
I didn't say that I took it.
Nope.
So.
Money's gone.
Ooh.
Oh, harsh.
I rolled a 19 stealth check to see who was going to be robbed in the morning. And they had a +5, so 24 stealth you had to check and meet. So
They even took my bedroll?
your everything except the tent is gone.
Did they take his pants?
It all depends on what he's wearing. Everything else is
Is he
completely
Pooh Bear?
gone.
Does he own pants?
Yeah, he's poo bearing it for the rest of the campaign, I think.
I have my clothes on.
You got your clothes and your sword and some travel rations.
Cool.
Delete everything else.
I still got my bicep choker.
You do.
So harsh.
He has some bare-ass leather chaps or something.
And eventually you find it. I will leave that up to you how you deal with that.
I find it?
No, you find just an empty tent.
Oh. Thief! Thief!
This would be
Oh,
like
well.
5 a.m. Like halfway through your watch.
Oh, yes, we're still asleep. Okay.
Okay, I look for tracks.
Give me a survival or investigation. It's starting to get bright, so I'm not going to let you do it at disadvantage. Nat 20. Okay. I see them. They look, paw print wise, they look like Mapa, so raccoon people.
Ah! And
Seems
I'll,
to be like 2 or 3 different sets of them.
Are they
I'll
all
call
going to
out.
the same place?
I'm assembling the Avengers.
He would see that they've walked around your entire camp while he was digging holes and looking at Irma.
Okay, I was looking at her tent. I was not specifically looking at her.
No, I'm assuming you tried. But in the process of digging,
Get back a tunnel.
everything of yours was just stolen.
Got it.
But you do see tracks, yes. Looks like they're heading, you guys are here, they're heading north up in this, well, like this area.
I awaken the party. There's been thieves!
What?
I come to find out there's one hole immediately outside my tent, and
Give me a, so your deck save.
one for a 6.
You gave me a nat 1 deck save. You... I can't even see that.
Well, I fall in. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You take 1 point of damage as you trip and your ankle twists. With a nat
Shit.
1.
Wow.
Yeah. I won't make you go half speed, but I should. With a nat 1. Your foot's a little sore. That hole wasn't there when you went to bed.
Bronobi obviously heard that, and he would, straight away open his eyes and say, "What? Why were you not on watch?"
I was.
What were you watching?
Clearly not your tent.
I mean, Irma's tent was very well protected.
Like, how? Where the hell did these damn holes come from?
Must have been the thieves.
Are you covered with dirt?
Well, what was taken?
All of my things are gone.
I guess we'd better go get them.
There's tracks right here that go north. I couldn't see the thieves, but I was really good at seeing their tracks after they had left.
The sun just started to come up. Oh, there's a track.
I know none of you know me well, but would you go with me to get my belongings? All I have is food and a sword.
All the heart is pretty important. Do we really need to get sidetracked?
Wow, Irma. For you to do me like this. Of all people.
They cannot have gotten too far yet. Should not be big sidetrack.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Let me know when you're all ready to go, please.
As
Are
I'm
you guys?
standing by the fire, wrapping up my ankle. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
How did you get hurt while sleeping?
There's a hole outside the entrance to my tent.
Is it invisible?
But there's a hole outside somebody's tent.
Yeah, like the sun's slowly just starting to peek up, so it's still fairly dark here. Your fire's gone down a bit.
It must have been the thieves, or maybe we missed it when we set up camp.
Hester goes to investigate, and using magical tinkering, has basically 5-foot radius of light.
Yep.
And goes over to the tent so they can see this apparently invisible hole, or the talked about invisible hole.
Yeah, looks like someone dug a hole.
Huh? No, there is a hole here. It looks kind of deep.
If he moves the light away,
What?
it goes away because it's dark.
The hole goes away. That's a good way to fill it in.
Well, it's dark and it's dirt, same color. Hard to tell.
Hester's playing a little game of nighttime, daytime.
Yeah.
Nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime.
So which way do they go?
Look. Looks like they dug a lot of holes. Why would they dig all these holes? That doesn't seem productive if you're trying to steal stuff.
It must have been so we couldn't track them down. I think we should worry less about the holes and more about following them.
I think we should not argue and just go get this stuff. But you owe us all favor if you're going to take watch. Maybe watch other people, not just the girl.
Well, that man told me to keep her safe. He didn't say anything about you guys.
It's probably good to keep everyone safe.
All right, next time I will watch more tents.
I mean, then there's more people to watch me, if that makes you feel better.
No, only me.
Oh, let's back up quick and go get your stuff.
No arguments shall be entered into.
Perfect. All right. You guys eventually probably takes you a good half hour to pack up camp. It's not quick getting tents ready and pack everything up. But eventually you do see with the Nat 20, you still know exactly where they went. Looks like they've taken off the trail and into like there's no path or anything. It looks like they grabbed your stuff and just darted into the tall grass.
Oh,
Like a
raccoon
grab and
people.
snatch. Yep.
We
I'm just glad you
gotta
said
be
you
careful
took
with
your
tall
sword.
grass. There's some ratatas in there.
I could have punched
I'm-
people.
I'm a faster mover than other people.
Okay.
So, and also pretty good at tracking. So as long as these tracks are obvious, I feel like Bronobi would be, at the front of the party trying to follow them as fast as possible.
Okay.
While making sure everyone else was.
Do you have dark
with us,
vision?
Of course, but you said it was light.
I said the sun's just slowly coming to come up. It's about 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, well, in that case, I probably wouldn't be doing the things I just said that I was doing, because no, I don't.
Okay, thank you. Whoever has dark vision, you can still track. Your just survival roll is going to be at disadvantage unless somebody's helping you. Then straight roll.
Can Hester be using that 5-foot light? Like just hand it
If you
to
want to
him
guide
and-
it, yep, by all means. If
Yeah.
he's going to hand you like a rock with light on it, then straight roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got a 13.
Okay, 13's enough to find the fact that there are multiple sets of tracks and they're going into the tall bush. By the time you get through the tall brush, it's hard to follow them with a 13. You'd see like some bent grass where they walked through, but it's kind of hard to tell what direction if they turned. Unless you roll again for me.
Since I found the tracks originally, can I
Yep.
take a look?
Yeah, the Nat 20 is enough to be able to give you like double the distance almost. So you'd be able to follow them for like maybe 100 feet into the grass.
Oh, okay. I'll be like, oh, they pick up here.
Roll again.
Okay. All right. That's better. 24.
24 is enough to notice they like pretty much darted straight north and then hightailed it parallel with the road.
Okay.
Stayed in the
We'll
grass
just-
but kept following the road.
We'll just keep following, keep looking out, and I'm ready always. While I'm looking, I'm kind of, not just looking at tracks, but trying to make sure they're not waiting for us. But I'm not getting the idea that thieves would. I feel like they'd just be trying to get away.
Perfect. Okay. All right. One more roll to see if you keep the trail, please.
After a 24, it's not going to be as good as that.
The 24
Can I give him guidance?
Yeah,
Is
by
it
all means.
light?
It's getting
Is it
light now,
light
so
yet?
you're fine. Just
Okay.
straight roll. Yep.
All right, then.
You're still in the tall
was-
grass. We'll say that the 24 is enough. You went for almost an hour following this trail before you get to a point where it's like, where'd they go?
Okay, with the guidance, I managed to get a 15.
15. Perfect. That's all what I wanted. You see them finally start moving back towards the actual road. So it looks like they spent an hour going parallel with the road and then eventually cut themselves back into the road. And as soon as you guys get towards the road itself, I need perception checks from everybody, please.
Ooh, 24.
We're doing good.
7, 8, 9.
I mean, roll enough
I got-
dice, sooner or later, I've got to get good ones.
13.
Okay.
9.
All right. Our 24. You're the only one. So as soon as you guys get back on the road, it's getting... Oh, pretzel. Beautiful. Irma also notices. I wanted 15 or more. You both notice 3 hooded figures are gesturing violently at a crumpled body on the ground, while a 4th is leaning up against a tree. A small handcart stacked high with bags, boxes, and various sizes stands nearby. One of the hooded figures goes to the cart and starts shifting through all the packages, leaving a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. They notice you two, and as they look at you, 3 of them kind of look, grin, and go, "Oh, they found us. Oh, good. We'll steal the rest of their shit."
How far away did we see them? Because I'm the whole time, these are thieves. I'm ready just to shoot them from a distance.
Yep. And we are going to start off next session with combat.
Okay.
As you
Yay!
found 3 Mapa
Aw.
who have ceremoniously also tipped over a cart that someone was dragging, and you see her on the ground. And a little far off behind them, leaning against a tree with a sword, just picking her teeth, looks to be some sort of Vulpin bandit. Looks like she's in charge.
It's always a fox. Foxes are
It's
the
always
worst.
a fox. So yeah, we will start off next session with combat.
She as a female fox?
Female fox, yes.
Oh, well, she might be my
She's
type.
not gonna fight. She's gonna.
Yeah.
So, one fighter down. Okay.